Hi Libra, welcome to your February 2021 reading. My name is Gemstone and I will be doing your reading. Things are a bit different. You're seeing my face and you're also seeing my hands. This way we can have a more dynamic reading. It could be more personal and I could actually talk to you. I'm enjoying the idea of this, so let's see how this works out. You're gonna be my first my first reading doing this. So let's see. What we're gonna do today is just look into the general guidance for February and see what February holds for the Libras that resonate with this video. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Now, this is all resonance. It can be, you can look at this as speculation. If it resonates, then that's who I'm talking to. For those that it doesn't resonate with, this is speculation then for the future. But focus on what resonates. Focus on what resonates. What we're going to look at, as I mentioned, is the general guidance. So I'm just going to look at what your focus is for the month, what's working in your favor, what's not working in your favor, and your next steps, and then possibly build on that. We have, I was going to do it over here. I'm going to do it here. The Ace of Pentacles. So maybe some of you, I'm feeling that energy. I really am feeling that energy of money, focusing on money. Down in the description box below, I hold a thing called Tarotscopes. It is a tarot horoscope. In order for me to connect with your energy, I meditate with a deck of cards, shuffle them, messages come out, and downloads come in. I write that information in the form of a horoscope. And when that correlates, or if it does ever correlate to the reading that's taking place between you and I here, I will definitely mention it. And seeing the Pentacle as well as the Queen of Swords, it is beginning to resonate. So I felt this ending. It felt like a job. But it could be a relationship. It just felt like a partnership that dissolved because of a power trip that was reoccurring constantly. And it was like a reoccurring battle, a power trip where your intentions and the other party's intentions just weren't aligning, and it usually ended with fire, like fire and fire. But this time you decided to meet them with a different approach, a more humbled, graceful, and poised approach. You just removed yourself from the situation and kind of quietly walked away, and that had a stronger effect on the other in comparison to previous times. And seeing the Pentacle, it's bringing me to the energy of it feeling like it's a work-related situation. And you with this Magician coming out at this time, it just feels like you're understanding your power now. You're understanding that you don't have to do so much to receive what it is that you're looking for. So, or what it is, that you're looking for, what you're desiring. Yeah. Let's get into your reading. Time is a construct, okay? We understand that, but we just use it as a measure because we are here in the three-dimensional world, just as some form of a tether. Okay, so here. Before I do that, I remembered I have this deck of affirmation. It's called Worthwhile Paper. Worthwhile Paper. And I wanted to look at your affirmation and then use that to create the basis. Or it's not so much affirmations as they are messages, but they can be affirmations. And yours just comes flowing out. So for you, it's staying alive. How morbid. But it also feels very, it feels very integral. And at the bottom of the deck, it says cultivate stillness. And I feel that with what happened between you and the other person, for those that this is resonating with, in terms of you removing yourself from the situation. I'm talking to the wrong camera. Please forgive me. I'm working on it. So yes, your focus for this month is self-love, is what I feel. Okay, self-love, Libra. Now, of course, the Ace of Cups means several different things. The energy that I'm feeling is self-love. You removing yourself from that toxic situation was an act of self-love. It was just water and fire with a bit of air that came out in that reading. So I feel like you were there because you were making someone else happy. Whether it was a relationship with you romantically or a work-related relationship, you weren't thinking about your needs, you were thinking about the needs of the other, or how so much it felt more like of how you looked in that circumstance versus how you feel. So that is wonderful. Let's see what's working in your favor. the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. So what I feel with this, how do we want to do this? I guess we'll do something like that. What I feel with the Queen of Cups is dedication to your pursuit of love, dedication to your love, dedication to filling your cup, dedication to your happiness, dedication to what makes you feel good, Libra. That's real nice. That's really, really nice. All right, let's see. What's not working in Libra's favor? And this just felt like it. The Star. So I'm feeling with the Star is that this feels like a career thing. This feels like following your dreams. It's going back to that pentacle. That's what I'm feeling. And if you can see this color dynamic that we have here, this blue and green and white energy. What I'm feeling is that you were, for those that is in a work-related situation that removed yourself because of a toxic boss or a coworker, the energy that I'm feeling is you weren't there because you wanted to be there. You were there because you thought you had to be. I feel this energy of like a chasing the dollar versus following your dreams. And it's interesting because in my own life in Jamaica, they have this saying, it's called full joy. It's like to enjoy yourself to the fullest. And I was asking my own self over the past week, is this for my livelihood in this third dimension, like making money, this practical, very limiting, linear, quantifiable things? Or is this for my full joy, like what's going to make me feel fulfilled? And I feel like you were chasing, or you were, because the Queen of Cups is here, it's not a chasing, but allowing yourself to be still, cultivating that stillness here and attracting your full joy. What makes you feel full? And during the time of you could still be in this energy. So I'm going to speak about it in the past as well as in the present. So during the time of you in the job that you were in, for those that are in a job, or the relationship that you were in, for those that were in a relationship and removed yourself, you kind of lost hope and you thought that this was what you needed to be in. And now in the present, you're letting go of that programming. You're now focusing more on what you want. But I can feel that this is still something that you are working on. But for those that have already left, I feel like it's getting easier. You've put yourself in a position to have to go through it. You have to experience the dream now, because what else are you going to do? But with that, the reason why, going back to the cultivate stillness, I feel like the reason why there's that lack of faith is because you're now attracting versus actively working. And that feels scary. All right, let's see what your next steps are. What are the next steps for Libra? Libra, oh my goodness. Your next step is the 10 of Cups. You're really dedicated. I feel this energy of you fully, and look at the color scheme, of you dedicating yourself to yourself. Going like, forget everything else. I'm dedicating my life to me, and that's my focus. Beautiful. I was going to say bon appetit. Don't know why. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to keep these readings less than 15 minutes because I recognize that it could be a bit long. What I want to do is look into a few things. And as soon as I made that connection in my mind, this card came out. I want to look at the Star. I want to look at the Star. So it's you in your head. It's you, and it's different because you in your head can be the energy of the 8 of Swords as well as the 9 of Swords. Different ways to be in your head. The 5 of Swords, what I'm getting is you bullying yourself to thinking that you're stupid for having the dream that you have. Maybe you think it's impractical, and that's why the Pentacle is there. I'm going to move this out of the way so that we can have a little more space to dive a little deeper. Maybe you think your dream is impractical. Let's get some more info on the Star. Okay, here. Okay, this is what came out. So we got the 6 of Cups and I didn't show it up here. The 5 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So back to that energy that I was saying, for those Libras that have removed themselves from this toxic situation and are now forced to deal with it, you are forced to do what it is. Like, you're forced to actively do. And the actively do is just believe in yourself, which is so interesting. It's a real mixture of masculine and feminine energy. The believing in yourself is feminine, but to do it feels quite masculine. The confidence. And I can feel that this is something, this is your purpose. This feels, with the 6 of Cups, I get the energy of a past life. I get the energy of a time before now. This is something that you came here to do, and you're remembering it somehow. Maybe it's not a conscious remembering that this is what I need to do, but you feel the need to do it. And I understand now why that 5 of Swords is there, because it's like, but it's not practical though. Like, how am I going to survive? Like, how am I going to work? And then here at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel, and in your Tarotscope, the 5 of Wands is there. So I feel this energy of scarcity and that being worked out somehow. That being worked out somehow, because you're, after all, looking for the 10 of Cups. You're moving towards that. Any other messages for the Star? After this, I want to look at the 10 of Cups, and then we'll call it a day. Death. Excellent. Let me show it to you. Death. So what I get with the Death card is that a metamorphosis is taking place. You are evolving, you're evolving and turning into a new version of yourself on a conscious level. It was happening subconsciously and slowly emerging, and I feel like that emergence is coming now. And this is you not taking anything less than what you feel you deserve. I feel like you're really connecting with that Venus energy of understanding what your worth is. And with the Death card, it just feels like, very cliche, it's going to be rough before it's smooth, or it's darkest before dawn, but it will be something that you won't regret. Let's look at the 10 of Cups. What exactly is the 10 of Cups here to show Libra? Because what I'm feeling for those that are in a relationship that remove themselves from a toxic relationship and no longer want to be there, is you working on yourself and working towards mentally being able to conceive the idea that you can get what it is that you want. But then for others, it's like following your dreams. I guess that just is what it boils down to for everyone. Let's see. The Ace of Pentacles. Yep. Following your dreams and chasing abundance versus chasing money. I feel the energy of chasing abundance and attract. Let me substitute the word chasing and use attracting, because this feels so feminine. Attracting abundance. Let's look at the 10 of Cups. What exactly is the 10 of Cups here to show Libra? What is the 10 of Cups here to show Libra? What is the 10 of Cups here to show Libra? We have the High Priestess with the 3 of Pentacles at the bottom. So here's the High Priestess. And then we have the 3 of Cups at the bottom. That's nice. So with this leveling up with the Death energy and the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups, honestly, with this whole reading, I just feel like it's an ascension, an emotional ascension. It's you growing up emotionally. It feels like emotional maturity. That's what it feels like. It feels like maturity. You walking away from that circumstance without going off on that other person at work or in your relationship. You now learning how to transmute turn negative energy or turn something into something else. Like you're working towards transformation. I feel like right now you're connecting with your intuition. Right now you're focusing on what it is that you want, the abundance that you want to attract, and you are bringing that to you versus you actively acting now. It's like staying alive and cultivating stillness. I feel this energy of you doing what you want to do, but with a lot less work. You recognizing that in order for you to get what it is that you're looking for, you don't have to exhaust yourself the way that you were doing. And it felt like you were emotionally exhausted working or in this relationship, in a relationship that was taxing. I do want to leave this with another one of these cards. And there goes flying. I'm like connected. Let's see. Seek inspiration in unusual places. What I just thought of was art. The aesthetics side of Libra, the beauty side of Libra, the beauty side of Venus. Being inspired by beautiful things and looking at life less from a practical standpoint and more from a intuitive, here I am moving around, an intuitive, artsy, a more whimsical vibe, a more beautiful, laid back, take your time, answer when you feel it type of energy. I'm thinking of poetry right now, like standing on the stage and taking your time and expressing how you feel. Nothing rehearsed. It's just all off of the heart. Because I feel in your life so far, it's just been you reacting to life. And now you're finally responding and it's like, whoa, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe this is what I'm doing. I love it. But at the same time with the Star card, there's this sense of, can I do it? Doubt. Is it possible? Is my dream too small? Is it too big? Am I gonna get that person, that dream job? The dream job you're creating. That's just what I want to say. You were creating this dream job. The person, yeah. For those that are in a relationship and attracting this Ten of Cups, it feels like a brand new person. It doesn't feel like you know the person. And you're bringing them into your field of energy. You are attracting them. And the only way that can happen is if you continue to be yourself, Libra. So what I will leave you with is what the message says on the board. Seek inspiration in unusual places. Find the beauty that surrounds you. I'm going to leave this here. What you can look forward to in February are more readings. Like I said earlier, we're looking at general guidance, love, and prosperity. Libra, if you like this type of video, please don't forget to like it. If you like this type of content, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you feel called to comment down below, especially with this new structure with things, please do so. And as well as if this is resonating, because that helps. That helps those who also resonate and want to contribute or comment. It helps them do that as well. All right, what we're doing here, what I'm doing here is providing guidance through whatever messages I feel, whatever messages I receive through the cards to encourage you to do whatever it is that you're doing that's for your highest good. So that's just what I'm doing, and so that we're on the same page. But I will see you later in February. Please take care of yourself and seek inspiration in unusual places. All right, take care, Libra.